Hello viewers, you welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time of connecting, you are welcome as well. So here 7.3, we'll be looking at double angle and half angle formulas. So double angle simply means you have, for example, this is sine 2 alpha. And the first thing we will try to do is to derive a formula for this. And what do we know about sine 2 alpha? We know we can write this as sine 2 alpha can be written as alpha plus alpha, right? So this can be written as sine alpha plus alpha. Then we just use the expansion for the addition formula for sine. This is going to be sine of alpha, then cosine of alpha, then plus cosine of alpha, sine alpha. And we know that multiplication is commutative. So it means the second term, we can write it as still sine alpha, cosine alpha. And look at these two terms, they are the same. So this is just 2 sine alpha, then cosine alpha. So it means that if we have, this is the final answer. So sine 2 alpha is equals to this much, right? So let me just write this in box. Okay. So same here with cosine. We're going to write this as cosine alpha plus alpha. And then we can split it as what? As cosine of alpha multiplied by cosine. Then this will be minus sine alpha, sine alpha. So this is just going to be cosine squared alpha minus sine squared alpha. So this is one of the formulas for cosine 2 alpha. So we'll call this 1. Okay. Then we can proceed. So from this, but we know that what? This we can write as what? This is cosine. Cosine we can write as 1 minus sine squared alpha. And we have another minus sine squared alpha, right? So this is going to be simply 1 minus 2 sine squared of alpha. So this is another formula for the double angle of cosine. So we call this formula 2. So then now we need to write the third one. The third one also comes from here. If you look at this, we can write everything in terms of cosine as well. We can write this as cosine 2 alpha equal 1 minus 2. This, we can write it as 1 minus cosine alpha, right? So you see we are changing everything to cosine now. So this is this, and this will become 1 minus. You can expand with this 2, so this is 2, and this will become plus, right? Plus 2 cosine squared alpha. And this will become, this is 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So you have minus 1 plus 2 cosine squared alpha, which we can write as what? As 2 cosine squared alpha minus 1. So this is the third formula. So you can see that cosine 2 alpha, the double angle formula for cosine, there are 3. The first one is cosine squared alpha minus sine squared alpha. The second one is 1 minus 2 sine squared alpha. And the third one is cosine 2 alpha, which is 2 cosine squared alpha minus 1. All right, then let's do for tan. What is tan? Tan 2 alpha also, we can write it as tan alpha plus what? Alpha. And here we can use now the sum, the formula for the addition of tan. You can look at my previous video in 7.2. You will see that formula there. So this is just going to be tan alpha plus tan alpha, right? Over 1 minus tan alpha tan alpha. And this is just going to be what? Let's go down a little here. So this is just going to be 2 tan alpha over 1 minus tan squared alpha. So this is the formula here in box 01. So we're done with the proofs for the formulas, the double angle formula. Now let's